Greeting all. We are delivering guidance of combination of Lyran and Sirian energies in this moment of time through the portal of your world, so-called Lion's Gate. But first, we would like you all to place your hands on your heart center. Through your breath. And bring all of your attention and focus into this center. It doesn't matter what the mind wants to do. Doesn't matter what kind of thoughts you are going through. Come in to this space. Doesn't matter what kind of sound in your surrounding going on. Come back here and now. Sirian constellation. Frequency. Its frequency is a reflection of the template of the higher self. Wish represented in your world as many mother figures, for example, Isis on Isis. 2 also is a black jackal. Darkness, feminine. That perhaps at times trigger fears of the unknown. Fears of the paradigm of beliefs that black darkness represent evil. However, these 2, a template of Sirian energy, already been imprinted on your world through the Dugon tribe as aquatic beings. Fluidity. Beings that invite you to connect deep with water. Water of consciousness and water of emotions. For those emotions and water are portals for you to go deep, as well as being aware of your relationships. The relationships between the mental and emotional body. Within the intensity of this so-called Lion's Gate, bring upon the playing out of egoic personalities, the reactions, the perceptions that base on the ego structure that perhaps had been built since you were young, linearly speaking. To combine this with a higher self perspective, to combine this with fluidity and quantum time perspective within this portal, is inviting you to know that every moment you can reset, renewal. realign with new beliefs and new perception, with new reaction and new responses. 2, the process of mental transmutation, so that you are able to be more in alignment with instinctive side, can too be represented by the jackal, Anubis, the canine of Sirian constellation, the instinct within each of you that knows its way home through the darkness and uncertainty. And let us stress that home is not somewhere else outside of you. It's always inside of you. And this is too the energy of this Sun in Leo portal, the heart, opening up. For the heart is the home, and this is nothing new, ancient knowledge. That heart is the center of all time and space of your world. Heart is the center of communication. Heart is the center of interaction. And this is why you are going through intense, perhaps, mental transformation, so that the mind aligns with the guidance of the heart. The patriarchal within each of you, or let us correct ourselves, the masculine principle within each of you, returning home into the mother. So, if you find in this moment of time triggers are high, frustration are high, return into your inner space, the inner magical space inside. And remind yourself that you are in the process of allowing the old egoic reaction to rise and pass without you empowering them. Let us put in another way, is that, yes, this Leo season brings joy, bring invitation of the inner child, bring invitation of compassion of the heart, and to be conscious beings. Each of you are being aware what isn't aligned with compassionate heart. That's all. Rutu Sinai Tikisai kia anani ia tua. Ratasi ia na uani. Ania asi ia o mara. Ta inuku arani ia sushu. Mini ananiana. Tatasi ia nukora ni I uama. Ranikia saani I tua mi ino. Nana ani ia na asi. Iana o maari nikia tasoa. Naniana asi I uama. Uama ani iana ti I ua. Ratia asi I am. Ia nania. Breathe. Feel your feet, feel your root connecting with earth. Breathe. Feel the top of your crown and the star above connect with Father Sky. And to the center of the heart. Thank you. Thank you. So I would like to have a little chat. I personally have been going through comparison and victimhood and comparison and victimhood, which clouded by aggression and frustration. And I work on social media. I use social media to share my stories, to share my work, to share my art, to share my passion. And social media is a great training ground as well, to be mindful of comparison, to be mindful of the emotions that social media algorithm tends to stir up. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to be aware that we are inspired by one another. We are too inspired by Asian traditions and our ancestors. But what I've learned and what has been a constant reminder is for me to be who I am, and to know that the identity of the I always change. It's fluid, and it's not to be attached to any single identity. Not to dwell into the extremes of labels always bad, and labels and identity they serve, just like comparison has its place, to put things into mental understanding. But then each of us have to learn too that within each labels, each identity, each different expression, there's two the different expression of the same source. And it's a very masculine thing because it's externalizing, isn't it? Comparison is externalizing. Discernment is an internal process. It's a dance. And these two intertwine with the old voices of the victim self, of needing love, needing to be heard. Again, it's externalizing thing, because when we need something from the external world, we externalize that energy. So I feel that this is perhaps the purpose of the Lion's Gate, the alignment of Sirian, Leo, and our Sun. Leo is the strength, the power, and then it harmonizes and balances with the Sirian Mother Sun. So And I would like to give thanks to all of the support, all of the messages, either Facebook, Instagram, emails, YouTube, under the video and community section. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And it's all continuous process of owning the fear that we feel. Be aware of it. And to know that sometimes it's okay to not feel okay. But when we're aware of that, there's too a little space that we can give to ourselves to process that, to sit with it and to feel it. And two, potent moment of time as well to act upon inspiration. To create, to take action, really. And perhaps action is not just about creating something new, but it's in a sense of projects. But we can always take action to create new perspective, new reaction. And that's too the power of the lion, isn't it? Dedication, the strength. So thank you for listening this far, and yeah, I really do hope that the transmission that came through served. As a conduit, I sometimes there's a lot that I experience energetically, and perhaps that's why we tend to shift from linguistic word into energetic words. And if anyone would like to have a chat with my guys through Zoom Live, that service is ongoing and running as well. We'll find a date this month. And there's other private services as well. And oh yes, and we are having this Sunday online Lionsgate ceremony with gifted sister Kelly Nicholson and of course my husband Michael McDougall. So if you're free, come join us with or without cacao. You don't need to drink, just come and feel the space, feel the support, feel the energy. And yeah, I will leave everything in the description. And thank you for hanging around, thank you for listening this far. And take time putting your feet on the soil, and not just that, focus. Any frustration, any irritation, give it away to earth as a dedication that you are going deeper within yourself and return into each moment of now. And thank you.